Shockingly, still in 2025, there are still places in America where black people are not welcome after dark. These are known as the Sundown towns, a chilling reminder of the racist policies that shaped the U.S. Let's talk about their story, how they functioned, and why their impact still lingers today. Sundown towns were or are communities that banned blacks and minorities from being in town after sunset. These policies were enforced through threats, violence, and police intimidation. These towns weren't just in the South, they were everywhere, including the Midwest and the West. From Oregon, entire towns made it clear. Black peoples were not allowed to stay after dark. The name Sundown Town comes from the signs that once stood at the entrance of these places, saying things like, "Do not let the sun set on you here." Some places rang sirens to signal that black residents should leave immediately. These racist policies peaked between the late 1800s and the mid-1900s. As black people moved north during the Great Migration to escape Southern racism, many all-white communities doubled down on keeping them out. The enforcement of Sundown Town rules was brutal. Black travelers or residents caught after dark often faced beatings, arrest, or worse. Entire families were terrorized for simply existing in the wrong place at the wrong time. Vidor, Texas, and Anna, Illinois, are two well-known sundown towns. Even today, these areas still have reputations for being hostile to blacks, maintaining the town's racist past. In many sundown towns, violence wasn't just random, it was strategic. White mobs burned black homes, forced families out at gunpoint, carried out racial cleansings that turned entire counties into all-white spaces, forcing black people out permanently. Forsyth County, Georgia, is a prime example. In 1912, a mob drove out over 1,000 black residents, killing those who resisted. The county remained nearly all white for most of the 20th century. Sometimes the government played a role. The local police often helped enforce sundown policies by harassing blacks who didn't leave in time, arresting them without cause, or handing them over to the mobs. By the 1980s, many sundown towns stopped using physical signs, but the message was still clear. Black families moving in would face harassment, vandalism, and sometimes even threats from white residents. Today, in 2025, many sundown towns no longer have formal policies, but their racist history still shapes them. Some have almost no black residents, and racial profiling against black visitors remains common. Some town like Minden, Nevada, kept racist traditions alive for decades. Until 2023, Minden's siren would sound every night at 6 p.m., a relic of its sundown laws meant to warn the Native Americans to leave town. It was only stopped due to public pressure.